Do you kind of feel like you need the mentality that nobody can stop you guys?
I mean, that's probably how a lot of people feel, but I mean, everybody have a different mentality. Whether it's them just physically dominating somebody or just, finessing their way through it.
And how do you see it yourself?
I can do either or, but I'm more finesse.
Either or?
Yeah.
Finesse though? And what about
I feel like he can do both. More of a physical guy, but he can definitely do both.
as far as running the ball and everything, how does that work between you guys? Both having ton of catches and everything.
Everybody wants the ball. I don't think it's a guy on the offense that's a skill guy that doesn't want the ball. That's just being a competitor. That's you just wanting to do whatever you can to help the team. And I mean, everybody feels like the ball in their hands, they're helping the team. So that's just being a competitor. That's just being a playmaker.
And how has it worked out where you both have kind of been happy with the amount of balls that you've got?
I mean, we're never taking away from one another. I mean, we're always happy for each other. You see one guy make a play, you're happy for him. But like I say, it's a competitive thing. It's wanting to be a playmaker, wanting to be able to help the team thing more so than just, being a diva or things like that. It's just wanting to be able to help the team in whatever way you can.
I mean, they're two great quarterbacks. Obviously Purdy, he's taking control of that team, leading them in a great way. I mean, they made it this far, so hats off to them. But, at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts, that's my guy. So we're going to rock with our guys and, that's the name of the game. It's the name of football. It's our guys versus their guys, and we see who come out on top.
Jordan, how does postseason link compare to playoff SEC college football in the South?
Definitely, it's different. It's different. It's kind of hard though. Playoff is a different beast too. But at the end of the day, this is for an opportunity to go to the highest stage of any caliber in football. So to be able to do that, that's pretty special in itself.
How does it feel now to be kind of this deep in this run with this team? You've obviously played on the biggest stage at the collegiate level, but now doing it kind of at the big show. What is that like for you?
It's pretty cool. It's an experience. I'm a rookie still. I'm still trying to learn everything, and I still haven't learned everything. But at the end of the day, we take it day by day. And even at the game, last week, I was like, just remember to sit down and breathe, take it all in. Because, at the end of the day, people play their whole careers and not go to a playoff game or, go through 7 years since the last playoff game they played. And it's just one of those things you kind of gotta be grateful for. You can't take for granted because, every opportunity that we have now until the end of the season, it's important and it means a lot. And just to be able to do it as a rookie year, I'm sure all the rookies can attest to this, that it's a beautiful thing. Reed's coming from Middle Tennessee. He didn't have an opportunity to play on the grandest stage, but this is his opportunity now, and I'm sure that, other guys can attest to that. So it's just grateful, just gratitude.
Nick Sirianni said today that he feels like no matter what level of football you're playing, it always comes down to O-line, D-line, O-line, D-line. And in that sense, he's really confident in this team on both sides of the ball. As somebody who's a big part of that, how much pride do you take in being that key to success so far for the team?
I would say, man, that's how I carry it, especially on this team and previous teams I've been a part of at Georgia. My D-line coach said, "Big man, lead the way." So, you got to have it up front in the trenches. It starts in the trenches. I mean, who got the ball when the play starts? The center starts in the trenches. So at the end of the day, it's mano y mano, my guy versus your guy. And, they got great guys. They got a great line. We got a great line. So it's one of those games, it's kind of where you want to test yourself. You want to see where you are compared to other teams and what grandest stage than now.
Kyle Shanahan's kind of regarded as one of the great football minds in terms of what he can throw at a team. What's so special about the Niners that you guys have been able to see so far?
Just the way they play. They play fast. And they got explosive playmakers. And, as the season gets along, the teams kind of level up, and it's kind of like 1 and 2 in explosive plays and, how many takeaways and stuff like that and all the rankings. But, it's just another explosive team. We just have to figure out a way to, stop them. And that's the name of the game. That's what we're here to do, is try to slow them down. So we're excited. We're ready. We still have a few days of preparation, but it's just getting the mind, body, and soul right.
There's been a lot of talk about how strong this Niners defense is. Do you guys take that personally at all? Because it's kind of been a historic season for the Eagles defense as well.
Me personally, I don't really pay attention to any outsider noise. I mean, but kudos to them. If they're getting that recognition, and obviously they're doing it, and they have it for a reason. But at the end of the day, our guys are good too. Their guys are good. Our guys are good. It's good on good. So it's really just a competition thing for us, and we not try to look at it as who's better. We just want to win. We want to have one more point than the other team at the end of the day. So that's how we carry ourselves, and we just have to do everything that we can in our power to do that.
The additions of Linval Joseph and Ndamukong Suh in the middle of the season have proven to be great pickups by Howie Roseman. For a guy like Fletcher Cox, it helps him in keeping him fresh as an older player. But how have they impacted you in your rookie season?
It's everything, the knowledge that they have, into the experiences, hearing about, like the experience that they had going through the league, and, how to avoid problems that they ran into and stuff like that. It's just really valuable information on the field and off the field. I'm grateful for them. Those are like my guys. I call them my OGs, but, love those guys, man. Those are guys that, when you're a kid, you look up to, and you're around, and you're like, man, like, I want to play like those guys. I want to be dominant like those guys. But now you have opportunity, you're playing alongside when you just learn the tips how to be dominant like them. So it's a joy to come to work every day and see them. I'm sure I get on their nerves, but, I love them to death. So,
Jordan, does losing at ping pong in any way affect your spirit heading into this weekend's game?
I think it builds character.
Coach Sirianni said today he feels like games at every single level are won in the trenches, O-line and D-line. Obviously, their D-line is very good against the running game. What do you think it is that they've shown, at least so far this season, that makes them pretty efficient in that department?
They have a great scheme, and they got great players. So great players, great scheme. It's pretty good defense. That's pretty simple. I'm not wanting to get into analytics. It's not my specialty, especially if you just learned the sport 5 years ago. So, yeah, I mean, they got a great scheme, and we just need to devise a game plan that's going to combat that, really.
It's your first time going this far into the playoffs. What's this atmosphere been like for you, and what have guys like Jason and Lane told you guys to expect?
Just to the tenacity, the toughness. It's going to start in the trenches. It's going to be a tough battle, and we just got to focus on our details, execute the techniques, and go from there. Focus for 4 seconds, man. That's what Lane says. So, yeah.
How does this postseason environment at home compare to any other kind of environment that you've been in?
Well, it's nice not to go on the silent cadence. So that's pretty cool. That's a good start. But just having that Philly spirit and at home, being at home, and just having the crowd, the electricity to bring, it's just amazing. It truly is. You got to experience it. Probably why people are reselling tickets for like $800. It's crazy.
Hey, Jordan, I think Dallas said you had to go silent because it was so loud. Do you remember that in that game? You had to use a silent game?
Hey, which game? The Giants game?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple times. But something that you don't really expect that. You go through the week going through on a normal cadence, and you kind of get a feeling, when you're in the huddle and you can hear the crowd still going, you're just like, okay, we expect to go silent, and that's when I'm like, got to lock in. Yeah, it's something I can't control. So, yeah.
That being said, you probably like the noise, right? Even though you have to go silent cadence at home, no?
No. Part of language, no, bro. I always, my message always to the fans is keep it down on third downs, and just because you got to periff the ball, you got to get off, you got to execute your technique. It's just a little bit more. I don't want to say harder. It's just annoying. Something annoying, and if you don't have to go on the silent cadence, don't go on the silent cadence, because it's not many people get you as a left tackle, as the right tackle. You got to periff the ball, and then you got to get your eyes back on the D end, and so it may seem like a short time to the average eye, but to a defensive end's eye, it's a long time to go from here to there. So, yeah.
Well, Jordan, if that's your message for offense, right, what's your message when the 49ers are on offense and you guys are on defense? What's your message to the fans in that case?
Oh, it's a no-brainer. Go for gold. When defense is up, bro, go for gold. Like it's the Olympics, man. Like we're trying to win gold for the Olympics, the loudest home crowd ever. Go for gold, baby. That's it.
Faced plenty of good edge rushers. What's closest standout?
I mean, he's a threat anywhere. He plays both sides. He can play inside. And just, when he goes to one move, he has another. When you stop that one move, he goes to another move. Like he's very tenacious in that way. I said that word twice now, Karen. It's
good SAT word.
I know. Look at that. Look at me. Sorry, there's a lot of cameras. I'm trying to pull out the words for the vocabulary and make it look like I'm a smart guy. So
he's about 50-50, right, on either
yeah.
side?
So you don't really know. That's what makes him a threat. You can line up anywhere and be a threat anyway. So
What's the key to having success against him?
well, sir, I'm not going to give away that game plan. So you know what? You're going to have to find out on Sunday.
Being tenacious?
Being very tenacious. Thanks, Darren.